Okay, this might not come as a shock to you, but I'm no longer a vegan. I used to be a vegan for 5 years. I started to go vegan because I saw videos of how they were killed in slaughterhouses that were disgusting and is still a horrible way to kill animal for food. It was a difficult decision. When I was a vegan, I felt really great. I didn't have a flu, I didn't have hay fever, or I didn't have a cold for 2 years during the time that I was a vegan. But that changed when I got the shot. You know which shot I'm talking about. I became very unwell. I became very sick. I had paralysis of the full body, including my tongue. Couldn't speak. I had seizures. I couldn't remember conversations that I've had with my family members. I couldn't remember my own clients anymore. I had a very difficult journey of health the last 2.5 years. So for me, coming on here to say to you I'm no longer a vegan isn't coming just from any place. It's coming from a very difficult time in my life. I have an issue that's being looked at by my doctors. It has to do with my saliva and my tear ducts not producing enough tears or natural saliva, and that is called Jordan syndrome. So you'd constantly have to be on artificial eye drops or artificial saliva, especially for someone who likes to sing. That isn't good for me. I know it sounds disgusting, but I was advised by my acupuncture doctor that it was best for me to start eating animal-based diet. And so I tried every single way of the plant-based diet, the vegan diet, to try and reverse the Jordan's issue, but I couldn't. Trying alkaline for a bit definitely improved parts of my health, and I'd highly recommend it to other people. I was just left with that as a major issue for me, so I had to look elsewhere. I was really hesitant. Everyone was suggesting I should start eating chicken and collagen chicken bones, so I gave in. I finally did it. I had my first chicken piece, and I'm telling you, from a hardcore vegan to eating chicken, I cried, and I had a nightmare. I was really upset and down, and I was really angry with myself, and I was like, no, this is even torture for me. I cannot do it. So I didn't eat chicken for a while until my symptoms became worse and worse. So then I researched online and I read an article about a woman who was suffering from Sjögren's. I read that she had to cut out a lot of things in her diet, including sugar and including some vegetables, but also introducing collagen in her daily diet to put the Sjögren's in remission, which I didn't know it was possible, but it's possible. So I gave it a go again, and then I started to seeing massive improvements. My cognitive function improved. I was forgetting a lot and I couldn't form sentences quick enough. Now I feel like I can do those things quicker. So that's the chicken part. And I didn't eat any red meat, anything else, until the day of my birthday, when I was treated to a very nice restaurant. For vegans, it's obviously not nice, but it's a steakhouse called Hawksmoor. It was the first time I've ever had a good steak. It was very good. This might be a bit TMI for the boys, but it's also an important part of my story. Every single month before my period, I feel extremely anemic. I feel like I have no blood in me whatsoever. I feel like I'm about to faint. I feel like all my symptoms multiply by 10. Few days to my period, and then during period, and then a few days after my period, I feel so bad, so bad. So when I went there and I had that steak, I'm telling you, I felt so much better anemic wise. I didn't have the same issues that I had. Of course they were still there, but they were not multiplied by 10. They were probably multiplied by 4. But I feel like that was it for me, really. That was the decision that I made, that I'm not gonna go back. But I'm also not saying I'm forever gonna stick with this. I might have periods of my life where I'll just do a period of not eating any meat, because I've seen a lot of stories from people when they've gone the full plant-based diet for cancer wise. I've seen it. I've seen their health improvements. That's honestly amazing. So it has major benefits to like parasites or just inflammation, but I also feel like animal-based products can do that for you. I've seen it with myself. And when I'm eating meat, I'm no longer thinking about the slaughterhouses anymore. I'm thinking about my health. And if that makes me selfish, then so may it be. So this is it. This is my story. I'm curious to know if you have ever switched from vegan diet to the generic diet, and if you've seen any health improvements or health issues from that. So pop in the comments and we'll chat. Those who are still watching, thanks for still watching, and I will see you on the next.